Right, here we go. Last time out we secured our first win in Formula 1. Why not make it back to back? Let's see what we can do. Right, qualifying. Let's not forget this is a sprint weekend. I think this is the one we did awfully in last season, but it was in Aston Martin. And we've got a cooling system fault. But hopefully we can hopefully we can actually have a good session here. I think there's a respectable chance. And yeah, let's see what we can do. Science takes provisional. I want to see if we can get close to that. I don't know what time he said though. I'm hoping that Merc beats it so we know what time we need to aim for. Would be nice. Not even a Merc there, is there? There's an Alpine. I'm doubting that Williams is going to be it, so we're not really going to have the best of ideas. But it's in the low 1 minutes. That's all I know. Let's see what we can do. As we go around the last couple of corners here. Yeah. Not been spectacular, but been pretty respectable. P2 close to science, very close. Yeah, we're about 3/10 off Charles Leclerc's lap. We will only be doing 2 runs, I think. I don't want to risk a third. I need to save those tyres. We did a fast sector 3. Sector 2 wasn't great, and sector 1 could do with some improvement. We'll go out about now and see what we can do. Let's see what we can do now. And we've already made a mistake. Yeah. We're 4/10 off provisional, but we would expect those cars to improve. So we probably need something in the range of 7 or 8/10 to get pole here. But I don't know if we can do that in this car, to be honest. It's a very straight line speed track, so it's difficult to do it in a slower car. We're up, which is nice. And that is a purple first. And that's a much better corner there. We messed that up last lap. Can we get this corner right? I don't think we messed this one up too much last lap. Yeah, no, didn't really improve around there, lost a little bit. Not really doing that well either. We improved through sector 2 just about, but this has not been an optimal lap. Far from it. And this has been a pretty bad final sector, definitely won't be purple. Fastest lap. Provisional pole, but I don't think we'll be getting pole at the end. Yeah, that's not ideal. That's a very small gap. No room for a third run. We weren't going to go for one. Let's see how many of these cars hammer past us. I'm expecting we'll be starting about 6.
We're all ready for tomorrow's race, but
P6, yeah, Strollby, yes, that is embarrassing. Oh, if there was ever a time for a bad qualifying, I'd want it to be in a race with a sprint race. So that's an opportunity to get back up there. What's happening then?
Sainz, Stroll,
We are starting
and Sir
6th,
Lewis
yeah.
Hamilton.
So we're going to be directly behind our teammate.
We've got some good points on the board. Let's continue.
We won our last race, Mark, not just points. We have got the 2 Mercedes beside us, so they could do something. As Russell has an amazing start and pulls himself ahead of Hamilton. We do some dodgy stuff around the outside. We need to get back on the track. We got those moves while on the track, which is good. And I think we should be able to get past Lance here with a little... Oh, and ahead of Sainz. Up into P3, onto the podium. Amazing start. Things you love to see. As we now begin the chase down of Charles Leclerc and Max Verstappen. I don't know if we'll be able to get either of them, especially when DRS is activated, because we'll have a lot of pressure from behind, but hopefully we can gain on them at least. No, the Sainz does look fast. Although Stroll is doing some dodgy shenanigans behind us, that's all. He's helping us out though, useful man. It did look a very dodgy thing what he was trying there. Never really seen moves work in that corner. It's lost some time for the Mercedes, which is beneficial, and it's put Sainz a lot further back. With DRS he'll still easily catch up with us, as will Stroll, but hopefully we can hold a respectable advantage over them. Can only hope so.
Okay, that's us with 5 laps of fuel remaining. 5 laps of fuel left.
Okay, around the last couple of corners. And yeah,
Okay,
we're
DRS
just
will be
losing
leading
time
this
to
lap.
the
You
front
can use
two,
it when you're within 1 second of
and
the
not
car ahead
really
and
gaining
DRS
on the cars behind. They're gaining on us, which is not the best of news. But if we can hold P3 here, it's a massive result for us. Not sure where Checo is in all of this, as Carlos Sainz looks to dart to around the outside. An issue in the sprint race. We need this sprint for the race, mate. I have an issue every other race, I swear. And Mark never actually told us what the issue is. In fact, he does. He says it's an issue with the engine. It's not looking good. And then doesn't elaborate the entire race. Bro, every time. Will he elaborate this time? Will he actually tell us whether the issue is resolved? Stroll's not far back on Sainz here. McLaren 3-4 on the card, you never know. Ferrari and Red Bull are definitely a lot faster than us though. I don't think there's much in it between us and Mercedes. If Sainz could sneak ahead, I don't know. He didn't. I was hoping he would so we could have DRS on this straight, but he's going to be the one opening his rear wing. And that's going to hugely benefit him down here. He's got a car length ahead, but we can keep... Oh, he turned a little bit there. I don't think we turned in on him, I think he turned in on us, but it was his corner. We went for a dodgy move to try and keep that. And that's questionable defence from me. And Mercedes have very much caught up, at least Russell has. Hamilton's not far back. And I'm sure Sainz will have another go up onto the next DRS straight up here. Almost 5 seconds behind Leclerc now, not ideal. Hope. Never mind, Sainz has had an absolute howler of a corner. And it's probably due to fighting because Russell's up to V4. Stroll and him lost position. Sainz has got it back off Russell. They're fighting a lot. And Stroll's in the background. I think he's behind Hamilton. I don't know what's happening here. Sainz and Russell are still side by side. But they're charging after me together. Stroll is still ahead of Hamilton. Russell and Sainz are still side by side. And Sainz is back ahead. I don't know what's happening. But somehow they're gaining on us. Probably because I'm watching. One more lap to hold on. The biggest gap anywhere on the grid is Leclerc to me. And it is quite a big gap. Sainz is going to be respectably close here. But he's not really gaining too much on us. So we hold a tight line anyway. I don't think he would have been able to. He's going to be very close here. With DRS, we've not got the energy to deploy a fight back here. We can try a little move. We've made contact. We did turn in on him a bit. We can always do the switching here. We know that because it's our line. Oh, I bowled it. I always bottle it on the last lap here, man. We've kept P6. You know what? We've maintained position this sprint, but that was an easy P4. I just thought I wouldn't lose as much to him. I was committed to the corner. Here comes Hamilton. We kept him. But I was already committed to that corner. Because I know if he's not that much faster, we can hold the inside round there and keep position. I was confident we could keep P3, but he was ahead enough, closed the door, and I didn't brake. Unfortunate, but P6 is still, yeah, it's just not ideal to have lost positions to Stroll as well.
Let's have a quick look at
But
how
it's
the
not a
driver
disaster
standings
either.
have changed.
Race day in Austria.
Welcome.
Let's do a bit of a recovery drive because we want to be better than 6th. We have to be better than Stroll. Hopefully Russell. Stroll's even starting on mediums. Oh, I cannot start on this game. Oh, and that's even worse. Why? That was the worst start I've ever done in my life. Oh my gosh. That was a bit aggressive from Perez. Moved over. Don't get me wrong, I was going to be very aggressive as well. I didn't expect the AI to do that. It's Perez and Leclerc. I swear Leclerc started second. How's Sainz winning? How's this even possible? As Leclerc does keep position on Perez for now, we need to try and hunt down these two. Especially, and then maybe push on George Russell, but that's going to be hard.
Okay, the start was fine. Let's try and move forward.
I remember what happened here last season. We were P8 and we lost those valuable 4 points on the last lap, which is pretty much what we did in the sprint race. We were P3 and we lost 6 valuable points. We still took home 3, so I guess we only lost 3 overall, but yeah, not ideal. Let's go for a little sneaky lunge. No, I was saying Perez's move was aggressive. If anything was aggressive, it was that. .6 seconds back on Leclerc now. P5 may be the best we can get here, I'm going to be honest. He's not got DRS off Russell though, so you never know. But I expect Perez will be firing back at us soon, because he's not going to just agree with that move. Especially when DRS is activated. which will be at the end of this lap. Hopefully Big Boy Stroll can attack Sergio Perez, that'd be nice. But I don't see much hope of that, he's not very good. He's within DRS, but he doesn't have it here. Because he wasn't at the detection point, I don't believe, although he's gained astronomically there, so maybe he did. We've got it back somehow around one corner. We need to make sure he's not in our DRS, this is not good. As here comes Perez. He went for it. I stayed ahead of the detection point though, so he's going to have a much better chance here. We're going to lock the inside line, but he's going to have a big push down the outside. We can go late on the brakes. He had a bit of a lock up. And we kept it for now. But he's still right there. When's our pit window open? I want to get in quickly. I didn't even read that. So P11, P7. I don't know why I thought I would say 11. We got to defend for 3 more laps on Perez and Hamilton, who's got ahead of Lance, who's not doing much. He's on mediums to be fair, so I can cut him a bit of slack. But here they come together, Perez and Hamilton. Keep the corner locked. They made contact there and Hamilton is ahead. But Perez is going to swoop back at him round the outside. With them two fighting, we've been doing a free pass this lap. Hamilton's back ahead. Stroll got ahead of Perez for a second. Perez has lost a lot of time. Hamilton only 0.8 off me now. But Stroll is still fighting Checo and might have even made the move with DRS. Stroll is ahead of Perez. What sort of shenanigans are going on here today? It's now only going to be 2 laps to defend Hamilton, but he's yeah, close to us. Yeah, he's very close. He might even be ahead of the detection. No. Unfortunately not. I kind of wanted him to be. He's going to have a good look at the move here. We need to look to cover. Oh, we make contact. Verstappen's fighting Sainz for the lead here. It's not really going to help us. They're about 6.5 seconds ahead of me. Then 4, which are all bunched by a very small margin. Hamilton has another look there, but we've managed to keep him back. Stroll's only 8/10 off us now. Oh, grid's gaining on this fight between me and Hamilton. And now there's 3 temps separating us heading into this DRS, so it's going to be much faster. I'm not actually sure who was ahead at the detection, but I think it might have been me. Never mind, we don't have DRS open, so it must have been him. But Perez is fighting Stroll, and Perez is ahead of Hamilton now. This is our in lap. Stroll's ahead. I don't know what's happening. I mean, they've all been fighting me, but there's also a three-way battle behind me. As Stroll's side by side with Perez right now, and Stroll's got the inside. Surely he keeps the position. No, but Perez had a better exit. This is interesting. Perez could do what I was trying to do on him here. He's not performed it correctly. He did back out of it, which I didn't do in quali. And it wasn't on Perez, was it? It was on Sainz. Let's burn a little bit of this battery. I kind of wish I did before, to be honest. Because now we're going to have to use it all on the exit. And that's an awful pit entrance, by the way. I just thought I'd point that out. As we get in now. Please no hold ups, we got a hold up. Oh, we've got a major hold up. And we're out behind Hamilton. And he was behind Stroll and Perez. Meaning we need a very fast outlap.
See these tyres through to the end now.
But we're going to be on cold tyres. Stroll and Perez are side by side again here. I do not know what is happening here. But yeah, this is some difficult thing to do. Yeah. Gaining on Hamilton's going to be a challenge, as I say. And those two are not really fighting as much as they were, but they're still very much fighting as Perez pits. Stroll does not, he's on the mediums, that's why. So we should be able to gain on him because we're on fresh mediums, he's on old mediums in the same car. But I think Perez will come out ahead of us, and Hamilton's got pace. He's also got DRS of Kevin Magnussen, who's not cleared. We need to stay in his DRS so we can push after him when he does not have that advantage from Magnussen when K-Mag pits. As Perez comes out behind Hamilton but ahead of me, in between us, that's beneficial. They're going to be fighting on the exit though. Oh, and we're behind this battle now, which isn't the best of news. They are still fighting. Perez is going for some dodgy moves now. And with how much those two are fighting and I'm stuck behind it, you'd have to wonder even, could Stroll come out ahead of all of us? Because he's doing his own race at the moment. On the mediums, going to probably pit for hards though, which will make it difficult for him to keep that. We're close to Checo with DRS, but the problem is he's also got on Hamilton. But we force a move around the outside, and now we can chase down Lewis Hamilton, who's got DRS, still off Kevin Magnussen, who's still not pitted. But we are going to still have DRS here. We need to keep it. We have to keep in DRS. Second we lose it, we've lost position, probably permanently. And we'll have Perez chasing us down. The only thing that could save us if we lose position to Hamilton is Lance Stroll. Never thought I'd say that, but Stroll's in the pits. Stroll is in the pits. Which could mean Kevin pits this lap. Which could save us as well. Get in there, Kev. He stayed out. It's not ideal. We're going to be well ahead of Stroll though. I hope so anyway, we should be. But yeah. Actually, could be closer than once thought. But we're fighting Hamilton now. Stroll's ahead of Checo. They're very close to us, those two. We can look to make a little late move here. Oh my gosh, we're ahead of the front four. We're not the front four. We're just the four that's battling. And I've restored myself to the front of that four, which is good. I now need Kevin Magnussen to parry us round, but I guarantee you he pits now. Hopefully he stays out and Schumacher pits instead. I don't think Schumacher's pitted either. Kevin, please stay. Kevin, do not go in those pits. Well done, Kevin. But here comes Hamilton. We've kept him back. Push now. Yuki's in. Oh, that was a bad corner. Oh, but not a good corner there. Let's brake late here. I assume Kevin will be in this laps, but I needed to get ahead of him and create a little barrier to Hamilton. He's not within our DRS, but he's in Kevin's, so hopefully Kevin fits. That would save us a little bit. It's borderline in our DRS. We need to push a bit to get him properly out with battery. Get in, Kev. Kev? Oh, for Christ's sake. Schumacher didn't pit either. What are they doing? They're the only unpitted cars. Oh, I just realised Fernando's ahead of us. How did he do that? We were fighting so much, Fernando Alonso managed to sneak his way through. What a goat. Wait. Kevin Magnussen has pitted. Hold on a minute. How has that happened then? So you're telling me Kevin Magnussen is in this fight? I just thought he was really bad. I thought he was one of the back markers who had started on mediums. That's an interesting development in this battle, which goes between me and the second house of Schumacher. Kevin Magnussen's even going to go for the move here. We defend it, but Hamilton's through. Oh, this is going to be awkward. This is going to be some fight to the end. For P6, and I cannot believe Fernando Alonso has done this. That's the thing that's amazed me more, the fact he's pulled out a 3.5 second gap and I've not noticed. Because Hamilton's going to have a big attack here, surely. We'll keep the outside. Perhaps should have kept the inside though. We've lost position for now, but there's a big DRS zone here. I know I can now, just trust me. We're going to be much faster down here. And I made sure he was ahead of the line, and we've got another DRS zone. Hamilton's not going to have DRS. Could that give Kevin Magnussen what he needs? I doubt it, but you never know how this battle's going. Stroll is the tail of this battle right now. It goes from 6th to 12th. Stroll's not the tail actually, because Schumacher's in 12th. Stroll's only in 11th. Now this rate that Alfa Romeo will catch us, so we need to pick up the gas a bit, boys. Put the foot down. And I just did that here, curb. Hamilton's going to have another attack here, you would have thought. We're going to move over on him and defend, but he's going to have another DRS turn. He's going to be a lot closer here. As it begins, he's going to go for the darting move down the inside. But we dare to go switching And we're gonna have DRS again. Rear wings open. And this has been huge as Kevin Magnussen round the outside of Hamilton. Thought about it, you know, but he's lost position to Perez now. And Stroll's on the scene. As is Schumacher. And I think Stroll might have just got past Kevin Magnussen now, which puts us under pressure from a lot of fast cars.
There's one of the Alpines just ahead of you.
We keep it this time, but once again Hamilton's going to be fast in this DRS zone. But I don't think he's going to be close enough to go for a move here. We can contently keep it this lap. Keeping it for now, comfortably. It's the most comfortable we've been all race, but still he's breathing down our neck. The battle is starting to separate out with the Hasses at the back. As we begin the penultimate lap, we've gained a lot on Alonso. Nowhere near enough to get ahead of him, mind you, but it's respectable. But Hamilton's gained on us pretty well, and this will be the faster bit, and he's gonna have DRS again through here as we've gone wide. He should, yeah, not much I could do about that. Went wide, had to go off the track to avoid spinning on the curb as we make a darting lunge down the inside on Hamilton. Fighting it back, but Perez is very close to Hamilton now. We could face pressure from both of them down the pit straight, and that'll be on the final lap. And that was not a good corner either. Around the final corner of the track and entering our final lap. Hamilton has got pace, and we have got no battery left. He is right there. We have to take the inside line here, do we not? We'll cover it off for now, then we take the inside. Let's try lunge. Dodgily. He should still have room, but Perez could be involved here, and he's going to be faster. Hamilton without DRS. Perez with DRS. I've had to give him space. There was contact behind me. Hamilton is ahead of Perez, and he has slammed me through, and we're out of the points. That is dirty driving from Hamilton there. He just had to get through, and that was some poor driving. I know I didn't give him much space, but I'm not going to take blame for that. What on earth? Could we get late points? Not quite. But I don't know what was happening between the Hasses there. I feel that P11's undeserved. We deserved points there. Absolutely. That is just unfortunate.
Well, not the result our points leader
Oh,
would
it's
have
just
wanted.
not a good weekend in the end. Definitely could have done a lot better. If we did get those 8 points we were on for, we'd be a lot closer to Perez, Hamilton we were ahead of.
And consistently had the pace to come through
Yeah.
as well.
Let's move on to the constructors.
Yeah.
No change in the top spot then, but
Yeah.
with today's points, their hold on
It's
that lead
unfortunate.
is getting weaker.
Where
Well, what
did...
an end to another
Yeah.
fantastic weekend of racing. Thanks to
Unfortunate.
An upcoming news article
My
has a
new
question
arrival.
they'd like your input on.
Max Verstappen. I should have picked Hamilton actually,
Thanks.
because he's
I
just
appreciate
caused a
you
bit
taking the
after
time to
armour.
help out.
That's 2 races in Austria, back-to-back seasons. We've lost valuable points on the last lap. That is unfortunate. That is very unfortunate. Fair play, Lance got P8. Deserved points for him. Level with Fernando Alonso. It is what it is. It is what it is. Anyway, that is going to wrap this up. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.